went away from Manhattan for a couple of years. I worked in San Diego. It was my first big job in the Shakespeare Company. And when I came back to New York, there were several buildings and people and sort of situations that I needed to resolve. I actually was kicked out of my school. I had gone to Juilliard, but they dismissed me after 2 years, and that was, you know, that was a wound, a psychological wound at least. It ended up being probably the best thing in the world for me, but I had to look at certain things and sort of reclaim my identity. And this was an interesting sort of experiment for me. I walked through the city for the first couple of months when I was back, and I would stand in front of certain buildings that I'd had difficulty in, like 250 West 57th Street, I remember. Used to be a casting office, and I would drop my picture off in hopes that they might, you know, start sending me out on things. And I would slip it under the door, and it would be slipped back out into the hallway, saying, you know, basically they weren't interested. And then finally one New Year's Eve that year, I came back to the city again and thought, as I was standing about 10 blocks away from where the ball drops down in Times Square for the New Year's Eve celebration, I suddenly realized that I had to let go of the idea of losing, and that New York and I were on an even footing, and that we could sort of coexist, and I could do whatever I wanted to. And pretty much from that moment on, I started working, and I've had a great relationship with it since.